Today we're at Goldsboro High School here with Mark Colebrook. Mark, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Wayne.
Sir, who are we talking with here?
We have Miss Delvisha Faison, and community activist, very active in the community.
All right, Ms. Delvisha, pleasure.
Good morning.
Good to see you. I'm doing fine. Hope you are.
Yes, sir.
All right, now why are you here to talk to us about Goldsboro High School?
Pretty much about community advocacy and being a part of the community and the village. That's what I do on a daily basis to encourage our kids. I was part of that environment that was raised by the community, and I instill that in my whole community, that it's very important for today's kids to still have that same community.
Everybody's concerned, even people who do not have children. Everyone's concerned about today's children and about how they should be growing up. Everybody has their own idea about how you teach a child and what the child needs to know. But what are we doing right, and what do we need to do better?
What are we doing right is pretty much just supporting them in every advocate of every area of their life. It does not necessarily just go to one aspect. I feel like when it comes to dealing with the children, from the family aspect to the schooling to just being the support system they need, that helps out and encourage the kids a lot.
So what could we do better?
I'll pretty much say the same thing, just being more involved in the community as it relates to encouraging them. The kids today, they seem like they don't have the support system and the encouragement to go that extra length and to know that they are somebody, and to have somebody in their life to really love them, and they know that the love is there that moves mountains.
I could not agree more.
Yes, sir.
You're absolutely right about that. It's the support. It starts either at home or somewhere in the community, with the village, if you will.
Yes, sir.
But now, how do we correct this? And I don't want to bring anything negative into this, but it seems that at the top of many people's minds today, this day and time, they're concerned about gangs.
Yes.
That is a major problem for us, especially here in Wayne County. Now, these are not bad kids, but they get involved with the wrong element.
Yes, absolutely.
So is there a way that we can work to prevent that? What do you do?
As a parent myself, and I have 2 teenagers, I just tell a lot of parents, you have to know where your kids are at all times, and if you don't know, make sure an adult knows that where they're going, where they're at all times. That kind of prevents them from just wandering and getting in those negative situations.
You know, you see on the news and you read the newspaper that when there's a tragedy, it often happens in the middle of the night. So why are these children out in the middle of the night?
That would be
and
knowing
not at
where your
home?
kids at all times. That's one of the biggest problems, that I think they're able to wander and do things that parents don't necessarily always know. And as a parent, my biggest thing is just making sure that we know where our children are. Someone has their hands on them at all times so that we know. And if we do know they're out there, then we can correct that. And you know, we may work at nighttime, but have that auntie, that grandmother, that neighbor that checks in on your kids all the time.
And I can't say that parents don't care.
Right.
It's just that some people they work at night.
Yes.
They're not always home to watch their children. So here at Goldsboro High School, and I'm sure, Mark, that you know of activities that will be held during evening hours.
Right.
It seems to be every once in a while somebody will come up with an idea to keep kids busy, keep them doing something.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
And like Ms. Visha said, it's just getting the community involved. So, for example, if I'm a single parent, and normally we have a lot of single parents out there, and I'm working at night, I need to have a support system. Hey, Ms. Visha, I got to work tonight there. My child is old enough to be at home. I just need you to keep an eye on them, because when I'm out doing my thing, I need to be able to do it with a free mind and know that my child's not out there. And if my child knows that somebody's checking and going by and things like that, then they're going to be less apt to get out in the streets, because they go, oh, Ms. Visha going to come by, and Ms. Visha going to call me, or the neighbor going to check on me, and I need to be home, or my dad's coming home. So that accountability piece.
It's about support. If the child knows, and I know when I was that age, I didn't want to be called a child. I wasn't a child. I mean, I was me. I wasn't a child. I wasn't an adult either. But when you talk to these children in a manner that they understand that you're not coming down on them, that you're just trying to help them, that you care about them. That's good support, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. They seem to come to you and talk to you more about things when they feel like they're comfortable as an adult, to disclose things that they may not talk to anybody about. And so when they have that support and that communication with an adult that really cares, they can tell them about things that's going on in their lives, not just parents, community. Mark and I know I deal with them a lot, and, some things they may not tell their parents, they come and tell me, and, and I encourage them, and of course, if it's something that parent knows, then I have to disclose that to the parent.
Mm-hmm.
But in all aspects, as long as they have that communication with you and know that you genuinely care, they'll open up to you.
Now, it doesn't take a lot, does it, to convince a child that you care?
No.
All you have to do is look at them in the eye and say, I care.
Yes.
What are you doing about this? Why did you do that? Ask them questions. Put them.
Yeah, you just have to be present. You have to be present and consistent. And Visha does it, like I said, she does a great job in the neighborhood. She's like the neighborhood mom, where kids are. She is a neighborhood mom, where all kids know her. And I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Visha probably about 7 or 8 years ago, when our sons were part of AAU basketball. And that just struck me as how connected she was with the kids there. So, once I retired from the military and decided to really come back and start working in the community, I knew that I had a partner that we could partner with to start talking to the community members about getting people involved.
Well, I tell you, it's all about support. It's all about getting people involved. Now, this Monday.
Yes.
Monday is a big day at Goldsboro High School.
It is a big day.
It's the first day of school at Goldsboro High School.
That's right.
This Monday, August 7th.
Yes.
Talking about support.
Right.
You have a plan
Right.
to make sure these youngsters, when they get to school, they see that they have support.
They have support.
Tell me about it.
Well, again, Ms. Visha and I got together. I had went online and heard about this program called 2017 MillionFatherMach. And the basis of the program is to get more men involved in the school. We want the community and the schools to not look like church. Church has a lot of women and a few men.
But the food's good.
The food's good, okay? But we want the schools to be kind of bombarded, and it's the first step so that they can see, because no matter what a kid says, be it a girl or a boy, they look up to men. They
That's
respect
true.
their father.
That's true.
The men in the community can say something that she can say and I can say, and it will be taken, a lot more seriously.
Right.
So, and I'll give you an example. The kids light up when they see people they know. Okay? And I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I was down there for the mentoring program, talking to people about 100-fold mentoring, and all the kids that knew me from when I taught just lit up. Hey, Mr. Cobra, you out here? What are you doing? I said, I'm not teaching. I said, I'm going to be mentoring. They said, oh, that's good. You're going to be throughout the year? And the same thing when Ms. Visha came. It's
Right.
like, Ms. Visha, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Great to see you. And it was just encouraging. So just imagine with 20 or 30 or 40 people that they see on an everyday basis that are coming out here that they know you don't even have a child, but you're out here because of me.
That's exactly right. And they have a respect for you.
Right.
They respect you.
Yes, sir, they do.
Why is that?
They know that I love them and I genuinely care.
And you wouldn't do anything to hurt them.
No, sir.
You'd do everything you could to help them.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to do that with the MillionFatherMach.
MillionFatherMach, yes. And again, it just, dovetails into just other things with Ms. Manning being really open,
Yes.
because a lot of times what parents feel as if school is off limits. They don't want to come for varied reasons.
Well, that's wrong. Isn't that wrong?
That is wrong.
This is not closed to parents.
Correct. It's not closed to parents. And, we want them to, again, once you start speaking differently and stop saying that school
Yeah.
and replace it with our school.
Yes.
Because, again, it's like a rental car. You don't wash a rental car, but you do wash your car. Because when you have possession, you take better care of it.
That's
So
exactly
they need
right.
to understand that every school in this community is our school. This is a community school.
It is indeed. All right. Monday morning, the 7th.
Monday morning,
August 7th.
August 7th.
Goldsboro High School.
Goldsboro High School. Report here at 8. Sign
8
in, get your badges and everything, and we're going to be at 2 places. We're going to be down at the Commons area because once they get off the bus, they're going to the cafeteria in the Commons area. So we'll have a group of people there, and then we'll have a group of people at the buses. And then even when they leave the Commons area, we're going to be walking through the halls helping them, particularly Miss Visha, because she knows every room here.
All right. Now they check. You said they get here and they check in at the
They
office.
check in at the office.
Check in at the office. They gotta
Yes.
they gotta have a badge.
Got to have a badge.
Visitor badge.
Got to bring a form of ID, photo ID.
Photo ID.
So that they can, check in so that the office knows who's on campus, because in case we have a fire or emergency, they need to know,
Right.
has everybody exit the building just for
Exactly.
safety precautions, and even throughout the year. If you have some time throughout the year, and again, you don't have to have a child here, okay? Because every child that's here is our child. Because if you see that child in the street, in the community, and things like that, if you're not pouring into that child on the front end, okay, we're going to pour into that child on the back end.
Gotcha.
So let's be proactive and not reactive.
Mark Colebrook and Delvisha Faison, thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Monday
sir.
morning,
Monday morning.
8 o'clock here at Goldsboro High School.